What's going on, everybody? Afflicted Gamer here, and welcome back to another Division video. It's Friday, it's time for the weekly vendor reset. You know what that means. I'll go from place to place, sees you checkpoint to checkpoint to find out what the best items are for sale this week in the Division to save you guys the time and the trouble. So, if the video is helpful in any way, shape, or form, please drop it a like. It's much appreciated, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing for more Division content, as I do put these out every single Friday, like I said. So, also, friendly reminder to double check the blueprints vendor right here in the terminal and the one at Camp Clinton, because if you own one blueprint, it goes across all characters, and I pretty much have everything here. So double check here and Camp Clinton, because you never know. There could be that Laboa C, Lightweight M4 blueprint that you have just been waiting for. Alright, let's see how our exotics for the week are this week. The Liberator, Unforgiving, Ferocious, Talented. Now, I do say this every week, but for anybody new that sees this video, if the score is low, but the talents are good, I will recommend the gun and tell you to optimize it, because Division Tech is not hard to come by at all, and we pretty much have to do that with all of our gear anyway. So the Liberator, the score is pretty low. The enemy armor damage is good at 23%. Talented, Unforgiving, and Ferocious, if you rerolled Talented for something like Deadly, Destructive, Responsive, whatever your preference is, this would be a great Liberator for PvE. Alright, Cassidy, we're going to pass on. The Pecan is okay. It's got a nice score on it. Determined's on it. If you're a fan of Determined, you could reroll Capable for something else, so the choice is yours. Historian, pass. Same thing with the Centurion. I know people like to see this stuff down here, so I will skim through the weapons and whatnot. But other than that, I will just point out the best items that are for sale across the map. Relentless Backpack, if you're in desperate need of one because skill power is on it, you could reroll the 1197 stamina, put it into electronics, but you're stuck with disrupt resistance in the minor. Only get it if you're desperate. Other than that, just wait until one drops in the open world. So, other than that, that's everything for downstairs. Let's move on and hope we have a decent week. If you make your way down to Camp Hudson, there is one item at the weapons vendor, which is a converted SMG9. 21% crit hit chance, destructive, deadly, and unforgiving. Once upon a time, considered a god roll, but this is still a very good SMG and good rolls on it. You can keep it or re-roll it. The choice is yours. Alright, your next stop will be over at the Meat Locker Safe House. He has one item for sale here, which is an extended magazine. So if you're in desperate need of one, pick this one up. It's not bad at all. 118% mag size, 4% crit hit damage, and 5.1% rate of fire. So grab it if you need it.
Have a good one.
You too, bro. Next up, we're going to go to Camp Clinton. There are a ton of items here. Double check the blueprints vendor. I do believe there is a carbine for sale according to my PC account, but other than that, I don't know. The exotics, the Pecan is quite good here. 283 for the score, 22% enemy armor, damage to targets out of cover. Vicious, Adept, and Pecan. Leave it as is or reroll it how you wish. People that like to run the double Cassidy, Unforgiving, Competent, and Boomstick with 296% stagger. It will take quite a bit of D-Tech, but if you really want to do it, go ahead. Same thing with the Liberator with Unforgiving, Vicious, and Adept on it with 19% enemy armor damage. Terrible score on it, but if you really don't have one and you feel like picking one up, there's one here to choose from as well. Centurion, 285 score. Brutal Expert, you could pick it up to pair it up with the Liberator for the Free Republic talent if you feel like messing around and experimenting with that. The Historian, 161% headshot damage with Vicious, Talented, which you can reroll for any other talent of your choosing that you want, and of course, History Repeats. Now, if we scroll on down, we have a Vigorous Chestplate, 1254 Electronics, 10% exotic damage resilience, which you can keep or reroll for Skill Haste, enemy armor damage. Then you've got health as another major attribute and ammo capacity in the minor. So this is actually a very good Vigorous Chestplate. I would pick it up if I didn't already have one. Inventive Backpack, 1224 stamina with stability and ammo capacity. It's too bad the stamina number isn't in electronics, but if you really want one, you could pick this one up for now. Reroll stability for skill power and you're good to go. Other than that, we do have a firearms mod, which is just under 260, 259 with 1% crit hit chance. pick it up if you don't have anything better, just to stack up your crit chance. But other than that, that's everything here at Camp Clinton. Making your way over to Autumn's Hope, might as well pay Bullet King a little visit while you're here, and hopefully he'll drop you some classified gear or exotics. But first up at the gear vendor, she has one item for sale. Prototype Stamina Mod with 187 stamina, 3% damage to elites. We seem to be getting these on a regular basis now, but in case you missed them in the previous weeks, go ahead and pick them up and put them on your build. Trust me, they are more helpful than some people give them credit for.
Well, that was disappointing.
Sorry, lady. Okay, making our way into the Dark Zone. That was everything for sale in the Light Zone, which wasn't too bad this week, I must say. So first stop is at the West 46th Street DZ checkpoint. He has one item for sale here, which is a Prototype Performance Mod. 2% pulse critical hit chance. For those of you that like to stack your crit chance, I would pick a few of these up, put them on your build, because 2% is a max roll.
Desperate here.
That's your problem, bro. These vendors, I don't know what to say. Every week I go through this for you guys. I hope you appreciate it. And the humor.
The Dark Zone's a joke.
Kinda. Okay, so apparently that was everything we had for sale this week in the division. There was actually not a single other piece of gear, weapon, anything in the entire Dark Zone. I'm kind of shocked, and I don't know what else to say. There was one other 2% pulse critical hit chance Prototype Performance Mod, but you really don't need to see a second one, as I've already shown you where to get the first one. So, but regardless, I do again hope that the video was helpful. Drop a like on it if so, or dislike if you're disappointed with it. The choice is totally up to you, but something is better than nothing. And again, hopefully you guys will consider subscribing for more Division content. Next week we have the Phoenix Shield, which revolves around survival, and before the end of August, Global Event Strike will be on the way as well, so we have those two things to look forwards to. I will put out a guide for Strike on how to complete the combinations, get the masks as quickly and as easily as possible. Same thing with GE credits, etc, etc, so stay tuned for that stuff also. Anyways, that is it for me, guys. I am out of here. Don't forget that you can always follow me on Twitter at AfflictedGamer, and the stream times for me to be live here on YouTube are at the end of the video here, which is now. So, have a great week, agents, and I'll see you soon in the next video or in the next live stream.